ladies and gentlemen, from this debate, we know that opening government, they just say and talk about beauty standard and so on and so forth without really portray to you how the impact of the K-pop industry itself and why why the feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Oh, before we go to our substantive, I will deliver several rebuttals for the opening opposition teams. First, they say that beauty standard, the narrative of beauty standard is has many spectrum, and there are beauty standards that are more tolerate than other, and so on and so forth. Like how beauty standard in Asian people, such as in India, they have different beauty standards, such as in Africa, and so on and so forth. And also they say about the other another alternative of beauty standard itself. But we strongly oppose this kind of narrative, and we should counter this argument because in status quo we still see that the beauty standard itself it's still measured by like such as white skin and thin body, such as how K-pop industry exactly campaign. Even the opening opposition said that everyone can pander their beauty standard. In our status quo, we know that it's campaign such as in cosmetic that believe in and embracing the black and colored skin, cosmetic and beauty that they need to embrace. We believe that in our current status quo, this campaign is still past just small number of successibility to pandering the plural beauty characteristic itself. Okay, look how Indonesia cinema movie or sinetron such as in Ikatan Cinta, for example, how white skin the measure of white skin actress is always play as the main character, for example, and the under standard beautiful actress will play as a servant, for example, or just as assistant. What does it mean? It means that in our current status quo, the beauty standard itself is the guiding force of beauty standard still as a center of attention that is such as white skin, thin body, such as in K-pop industry exactly campaigning and embrace. So then, OO also said that why opposing doesn't matter. We strongly oppose this argument because in feminist movement, it is the oppose of K-pop industry itself is matter because exactly it is a matter because we see how the impact of K-pop industry for its artists and for its fans, even in society, for example, such as the high number of plastic surgery or that prove how beauty standard works and in our society as the impact of K-pop industry itself, and also how the pressure that given for the artists that cause the high number of suicide in South Korea, for example. They also say that K-pop industry is more innovative and so on and so forth. We deny this kind of narrative because K-pop industry expressing music that also similar as how Western music is. What does it mean? It means that K-pop industry is not really as innovative as that. They just adapt the culture from the Western culture because music such as in K-pop industry, such as boy band and girl band, they not really different from boy band such as in Western, such as Westlife, Backstreet Boys, and so on and so forth. That's why we oppose the OO. Then they also say that beauty standard came from society rather than from the artist, and they also emphasize in the rating demand logic in K-pop industry. So that's we oppose this argument because that is exactly the problem that leading figure and they become a center of attention that followed by fans even in society. And then, such as in rating demand logic, for example, the industry, that's why the industry, the K-pop industry satisfied the consumer by still hold that beauty standard, because if they don't pander in what other advantages and profit by selling beauty standard music, Korean drama, and so on and so forth, they will not have more benefit for their company or agency. And then going to our substantive. So what is our stand in closing government? Our stance is, as a feminist the feminist movement should embracing equality. What does it mean? It means that we embracing equality in social, in political view, also in beauty standard, in music, and so on and so forth, in culture. That's why we oppose. The point is, we oppose the domination of K-pop industry itself in our society, because first of all, psychologically, the K-pop industry arise the beauty standard itself, and it make pressure for the artists, such as the demand of plastic surgery and so on and so forth, that could cause the social problems, such as high number of suicide tendencies. And then K-pop industry also hegemonically fulfill the followers or its fans by its certain beauty standard physically. And then that's why as a government, we should embracing that everyone is unique. Everyone is unique as itself, and everyone has their own characteristic without following a certain beauty standard. And then socially, such as in BTS Meal, like what OO said, they say and talk about BTS Meal as what that are the advantage of the K-pop industry itself. But we strongly oppose this argument, because BTS Meal prove the glorification itself of K-pop industry and cause this disadvantage in our society, because related in highly COVID-19 number in our current status quo. And then the fanatical young age, for example, they spend more time to watch drama Korea, and also to buy K-pop merchandise, to following K-pop music, and also to buy K-pop merchandise that they don't really need, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we strongly oppose this motion. Yeah, that's why we agree with this motion. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for the time that given to me. Before that, I will deliver some rebuttals to the opponent's team. They said that we have additional standards from the K-pop industry before we only have like Western or local industry. Now, precisely because there is a new culture that enters Indonesia, which even exceeds the exciting culture such as Western or local, one that will be at the bad impact, which in fact there are only Westerns has had bad impact, especially with the inclusion of Korean culture. Okay, second one, they'll say that K-pop industry doesn't only talk about beauty standard, but also about talent, hard work, and achievement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and they also tell about the economic benefits and so on and so forth. But ladies and gentlemen, even something that not many people know is that many K-pop agencies treat their trainees or idols inappropriately, such as being too pushy to achieve economic goals. So that in fact, we all know that many K-pop trainees or even idols are depressed and even decide to end their life. For example, like Che Dong-ha ex SG Wannabe Uni, and then Sojin trainee Kara, Junghyun Shiny, and many more. Okay, the first speaker also has been explained about some cases and glorism and so on and so forth. And now here I will emphasize his arguments about some points. Panels, K-pop industry or K-pop culture. Now culture is a result of human thinking that do consciously in life group. We do believe that culture is all of something that learn together socially by society member. Now in status quo, K-pop culture successful influence society life, especially in Indonesia. Talking about culture is certainly very contradictory between Korean and Indonesian culture. Seen from the way they dress, the way they behave, even the way they communicate, And then talking about lifestyle. Lifestyle is a pattern of life in the world that was revealed on activities, interests, and opinions. Lifestyle describes the whole person that interacts with its environment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, K-pop industry now has become the most Indonesian lifestyle and culture. It is very dangerous if it is deeply implemented for the personality of the K-pop stan itself. Why do I say that? Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that lifestyle relates to how they live, how they spend their money, and how allocates the time. Now it means that when the personality of a person have been dedicated just for the K-pop, it will make a crucial problem to this era. According to the sociological perspective, a way of life is related to social status. The marker of symbols of status, among others, are like home, clothes, manner of speaking, and also work. Please underline here, it will also bring a bad impact to their sociological sides. And then the impact of K-pop industry is also happen for young generations, especially for those who still as students in academic performance. 1. The K-pop industry imposes a financial strain. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Students don't just buy the albums, they also spend t-shirts and other merchandise that's not necessary for them. And then constant tickets cost a lot of money and lead to associated expenses such as travel, food, and accommodation. And then students already have troubles with budgeting. They have to spend money on textbook and pay bills. When they get obsessive over music or the K-drama, for example, and the monthly budget feels the strain, they may start spending less on their studies and more on their hobbies. In this case is K-pop. Now naturally the grades will reflect the consequences. That's why sometimes it's important to think of buying an essay from expert who will not let you down and can provide you with best works to improve your grades. And then 2, K-pop culture leads to the wrong impressions that appearance determines success. This is most serious negative effect that K-pop stars have on young people. The biggest stars are being trained from a very young age. They enter a competitive industry which imposes various standards for their outward appearance. Everything revolves around beauty, style, and money in their world. When students are exposed to such values, they get the impression that education is not as important as they once assumed. K-pop idols didn't get famous because they did well in maths. The combination of moderate talent, great appearance, and hard training got them where they are. Many students can be driven off their educational journey when they get too inspired by those values. Lastly, let's dig deeper about the feminist campaign, which is equality of culture. Rather than we are too focused on this K-pop industry, it will be better that if we as a feminist do embrace supporting local culture. Let's take an example from like a Shopee event or Tokopedia event. They prefer to invite artists from K-pop than the local artists, which will very support the feminist campaign itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are very proud to support this mission that this house believes that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. So, we as a closing government should win this debate because the OG and OO arguments are rebuttable and they are also just stuck on the beauty standard case. They even didn't explain the other aspects of K-pop industry. Whether our team explained it completely from the feminist side, some impact from various sides also, and then the example of cases completed with the status quo. That's why we should win this debate. Thank you.